Welcome back to Winning Law. I'm attorney David Nguyen with offices in Houston, Texas, and today we're going to go over the main differences between a U.S. visa's expiration date versus an I-94 arrival departure document's expiration date. So first, let's talk about U.S. visas. When a foreign national wants to enter the United States, and most of the time, they need to apply for a U.S. visa at a U.S. consulate or embassy abroad. The U.S. visa will be placed inside of their passport, and the U.S. visa will allow them admission into the United States. So depending on the type of visa that you apply for, it may determine how long the U.S. consular officer issues your visa for. For example, if you apply for a B1, B2 visitor visa, and you tell the officer that you only want to go into the United States to attend a particular function, let's say, for example, a business meeting. What they will do is most likely they will issue you a short-term visa that will allow you to go into the United States for a period of up to 6 months. So it's not very long. However, if you attend a visa interview and you explain to the officer that you have multiple family members residing inside the United States, most likely they're going to issue you a 10-year visa. This way you have time to visit all of your friends and family members without obtaining a second visa later down the road. So after you obtain a U.S. visa, it doesn't matter exactly when you leave to enter the United States. As long as that document has not expired, you're able to admit yourself into the United States. So now that we have discussed what is a U.S. visa and what is the purpose of that U.S. visa, let's go ahead and talk about the I-94 arrival departure expiration date. Now, when you enter the United States using your visa, what will happen is that the Customs and Border Patrol agent that's going to look over your passport to make sure that it has not expired and look over your visa to make sure that it's valid, they're going to stamp your visa page with a special stamp called the I-94 Arrival Departure Record stamp. Now on this stamp is special because it's going to indicate the classification that you're admitted under. So if you enter the United States as an F1 student, they're going to put on their F-1. Next, they're going to indicate how long you can remain inside the United States on that particular occasion. So just remember the differences between an I-94 and the visa. The only purpose of the visa is to allow a foreign national to enter the United States. However, after the foreign national arrives, the I-94 expiration date controls how long they can remain inside of the United States. So even though your visa has expired, it doesn't matter as long as your I-94 expiration date has not expired. As you're watching this video, you might be wondering, what's the big deal with these expiration dates? So let me give you a few examples on why they're so important. Let's talk about visas. If you apply for a work visa, let's say the H-1B visa, these visas are usually issued up to a 3-year increment and not more than that. This means that if you enter the United States on an H-1B, and later on your employer files an extension for you and it's approved and you get another 3 years, if you leave the United States for a holiday and want to come back to the United States, you have to make sure that your visa has not expired. If it has already expired, then you would have to make a second trip to the consulate. This way you can get a second visa. Now let me give you an example of why the I-94 arrival departure document's expiration date is so important. If you come into the United States as a B1, B2 visitor, and later on you decide during your stay that you either want to extend your stay for an additional 6 months, or you want to change your classification to that of a different classification, like an F1 student or a foreign worker, you're going to find it very difficult if you cannot prove to the government that you entered the United States with inspection and did not overstay your original expiration date listed on your I-94 record. So after watching this video, hopefully now you understand the differences between the expiration date listed on your US visa versus the expiration date listed on your I-94 arrival departure document, and why it's so important for you to pay close attention to the expiration dates. Again, thank you for watching Winning Law. I'm attorney David Nguyen, and we hope that we have made immigration easier to understand.
David Nguyen's Law office. We are here to help you. We bring families together through immigration. And on the other hand, we help you find solutions. All your legal needs in the hands of people who care, who are there for you. We'll take care of your loved ones at the law office of David Nguyen.